Shalom, shalom, family. Welcome. Happy Sabbath to you all. All praise to the Most High God of Israel, once again, for all things, above all things, at all time. We got to give him his glory, got to give him his praise. Also, we want to give a special shout out to everybody that's tuning in tonight. We're going to get this edification. Once again, we are A.O.I, the Awakening to Israel. I'm Brother Ananias.
Brother Baruch.
Brother Benaiah.
We got Brother Eric on his way in. So, you know what I'm saying? As always, it's an honor, it's a pleasure to be able to speak to you. Tonight, we're going to get it in. The mighty Brother Baruch going to break it down. We're going to get this edification. And without further ado, I'm going to pass it on over to my brother.
Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, Shalom, family. Again, happy Sabbath. Hope everybody's week was good, man. It's another read and react, same old things. Based off, give me Revelation 1 to chapter 4. I'm going to dive right in. Why I call it read and react, based off this scripture right here, honestly. And then somebody can hold Isaiah 34:16.
All right. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 4. John, to the 7 churches which are in
1 and 3. 1 and 3. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
So, like we said, we coming to you with read and react. The Bible clearly saying, blessed is he that read it, right? Get the understanding of the Bible, to get the understanding of the scriptures, to actually who's going to bethink themselves and come back to their heritage, their God. So the Lord said, blessed is he that read it. Go ahead.
And they that hear the prophecy, the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
The time is at hand, and the key thing is that we have to keep the things that's written in the Bible. Right, period, point blank. Us as repentant Israelites, us that's coming out of the world, they got to understand now who we are. We got to keep the scriptures, and we got to foresee the things that's coming to the earth. Right, give me Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16 on
that. Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate, for my mouth and have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them.
Right. The spirit gathered us, right? We here on one accord. We got one understanding that, hey, we got to come out of the ways of America. Hey, we got to repent. We got to keep the commandments and ultimately have the faith of Christ. Right. So that's the one accord. And the Lord said, seek ye out of the book of the Lord. Seek ye out of the Bible, the commandments. Understand what he requires of us in the last days. Right. Because he tell you that the time is at hand. Right. Going to Romans chapter 13 and verse 1. The time is at hand. Romans chapter 13 and start at 11. I'm sorry, Romans 13 and 11.
All right. It's the book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And it reads, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation than we believe.
All right, so the Bible is saying now it is high time, right? Because when we break down the scriptures and we break down the prophecies, we can read in the scriptures and see that, hey, we're living in the last days according to the Bible. Hey, the one of the most profane, I'm not gonna say profane, one of the most prophecy is that we will wake up out of our captivity. You know what I'm saying? We will bethink ourselves and remember who we are, right? So the Lord is telling us it is high time to wake out of sleep, wake up out of our sin, come up out of that old man, come out of that old woman that we used to be in the world, right? Keep going through verse 14 for me.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Verse 12, the night is far spent, the day is at hand.
The day is at hand. The Lord's day is at hand. Our salvation is at hand. That's what we weighing in the balance. Go ahead.
Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
That's sin. Let us cast off sin. Go ahead.
And let us put on the armor of light,
which is the commandments. All right.
Verse 13. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness,
right?
Not in chambering, and wantonness, not in strife and envying.
Right, and those are attributes of the people of this world. Right, they get it by any means. They talk about it. They rioting. You see, they have to rob and scam people just to get what by. But the Lord said, don't do those things. Go ahead.
Verse 14. But put ye on the Lord Jesus Christ, and make not provision for the flesh.
All right, somebody give me Psalms. I'm sorry, Revelation 18:1. Right?
And make not provisions for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof.
Right, the Lord said, don't make provision for the flesh. Right, so the thing that you may lust after, the thing that get you caught up in the world, that have you going off, the Lord said, don't get caught back up in those things, because the time is at hand. We talking about the saving of our souls here. We talking about the day of destruction. That's what the day of the Lord is all about. Give me that in Revelation chapter 18 and start at 1, and then somebody can hold Psalms 11.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
Right, talking about Christ. Go ahead.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils.
Right, because we can sit back on the news, y'all, and see that this kingdom is finna come to an end. Right, the so-called white man, his kingdom, his rulership is coming to an end. Right, so the Lord is letting us know, America, Babylon is falling, is on his last legs. Right, go ahead.
And the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Every foul spirit you could think of, right? Whether it's bestiality, homosexual, the foul foods, worshiping other gods, whatever kind of sin you may think of is here in America. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
All nations, including us Israelites, right? You talking about your Japanese, your Chinese, every nation outside of the nation of Israel drunk of America's wine. Their doctrine, their belief system, their economy system, their education system. Everybody come to America to get rich, to live it up, right? To live that American dream. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Right, your Jim Kong, whatever his name is, Vladimir Putin, right? They committed fornication with America, right? Go ahead.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Verse 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Do what?
Come out of her, my people.
The Lord said, come out of the ways of America, right? No more are we going to church, celebrating Christianity. Celebrating Caesar Borgia and worshiping Christianity, right? No more are we going to the, Islam for answers. We ain't going to these pastors. We're not going to any false religion. No more. The Lord said we're coming out of the ways of America, and we coming back to the scriptures. We hearkening to his words, and we choosing the old paths, right, of our forefathers, right? Keep going.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
Right, and that's the most important thing that we got to come out of is our sin, all right?
That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God have remembered her iniquities.
Mm-hmm.
Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double.
Give me that in Psalms real quick. Psalms 11 and chapter 5. The Lord said, reward this place, right? Remember what this place done to your forefathers. They hung you. They shot you down in the street. They got you in ghettos. They got you on food stamps. They got you goddamn on Section 8, right? They got you first fired, last hired. They got you poor. They got you struck up, man. They got you messed up, right? In America, the so-called black man is messed up, jacked up. And our enemies did this. The so-called white man done this to us, right? And these other nations done it as well, bro. Go ahead. Give me that in the Psalms. Let's figure out.
Psalm chapter 11 and verse 5. The Lord triumphs the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul have.
Read that again.
Hated. The Lord triumphs the righteous.
The Lord said he tried us. Like the gold, he trying us now. chastisement. We going through trials, right? He tried the righteous. He proved us. Go ahead.
But the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth.
So the Lord said the wicked, which is, majorly the damn so-called white man, and the people that love violence, the people that want to join hand in hand with this damn devil, right? They want to be in America, right?
Right.
They love violence too. And you just hit it on, brother, on the video, man. It's more of our people killing their damn selves, right? We got, the so-called white man killing us, but our people killing us, shooting us, shooting each other down more than the damn white man, right? So we love violence too. Go ahead on that.
Verse 6, upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone.
The Lord said, I'm going to rain fire on this damn place. I'm going to set judgment to this place for what they done to my people, right? Got them thinking they nothing but niggas and whores out here, right? The Lord said, I'm going to rain fire on this place for their judgment. Go ahead.
And an horrible tempest, this shall be the portion of their cup.
Go to Joel chapter 3 and verse 16. The Lord said, this is going to be their portion, right? This is their portion. Hell, they going into captivity, right? They going to be basement, stubble on the earth, right? Give me Joel chapter 3 and verse 16.
The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 16. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion.
Let me get that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right. The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 16. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem.
Right. That's what he's doing now. Through the prophets, through the scriptures, he roaring. He crying out to his people, telling them to come out of America. Repent or you're going to die. Come back to your God. Come back to the covenant that he shed blood for. You had your own Messiah. Your king died for you, right? So that's how the Lord is roaring out and crying out to his people. Start that from the top, bro.
The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 16. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and earth shall shake. But the Lord will be the hope of his people.
Right. We hoping in the Lord, right? We be thinking ourselves, we say, hey, the Lord done it before. He saved us out of Egypt. He saved us from Babylon. He saved us from the Syrians. He did it before. He gonna do it again, right? Go, keep going.
But the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel.
The strength of the children of Israel. Keep going, bro.
Verse 17. So shall ye know that I am the Lord your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain.
He said, you're going to know I'm dwelling in Zion, right? When I'm saving y'all, when you thinking there's no way out and you finally get you can think there's no food, no electricity, no water, and the Lord save you. Something so simple, man. Keep going.
Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no stranger pass through her anymore.
Right. So the Lord said, when I judge America, when I judge these other nations, then Jerusalem is going to be set back in place, and no strangers going to pass through. Right. We're not going to have to worry about no other nations dwelling in our land, on our blocks, on our streets, on our corners. Right. Influencing our children. Right. We're not going to have to worry about those things no more.
That's right.
Keep going.
Verse 18. And it shall come to pass in that day, the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk. And all
that means that I'm sorry, that wine going into doctrines, they're going into belief, the truth about who we are according to the scriptures, right? And the milk going into the commandments. It's gonna be easy. The Lord said the commandments gonna be sown in our heart, right? Go ahead.
Verse 18. And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters. And a fountain shall come forth out of the house of the Lord, and shall water the valley of Shittim. Verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation.
Just read that. Hold on. Read that again. That's what I wanted. Read that again.
Verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation.
Now we talking about the prophet of Joel right here. Egypt already passed.
Right.
And the Lord said, hey, we're going to go back into Egypt. We're going to go back into slavery. These people going to exalt themselves as the Egyptians. right? Have us working day in and day out, setting up taskmasters of our own people, our bosses and stuff like that. You know, this is modern day Egypt. We back in slavery. Go ahead. So the Lord said, just how he destroyed Egypt, he gonna do America. Egypt shall be desolate. Go ahead.
And Edom shall be a desolate wilderness.
Look at that. That's how you know the Lord talking about Edom, the so-called white man. He's running America right now. They're gonna be destroyed. Go ahead.
For the violence against the children of Judah.
For slavery, for 1619, for you know, what was that year they brought the Native Americans in?
1492.
1492, right? For your Jim Crow laws, right? For the segregation, having our people riding the damn back of the bus, you know, walking miles and miles and miles to work, you know, got our people living on the bridges and stuff for the violence against the people, you know. That's like a spit in our face, man. Go ahead.
Because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
Right, man. The Native Americans was dwelling here safely, right? And they came over here and snatched everything that they had, all the gold, all the resources, all the animals, all the cattle, everything you could think of, they took away from the Native Americans and the brother Issachars, right? And they took it away and shed innocent blood. Go to Amos chapter 9 and verse 11. And we're going to read through 12 on that. And somebody can go to Daniel chapter 2 and verse 44.
You said Amos 9 and 11?
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
Right. We the tabernacle of David, right? We come from the lineage of the most wisest man on earth, Solomon. You know, we come from great kings, David, Solomon,
Right.
Daniel, Christ, right? But he's raising us up because we in the ghettos right now. We don't know that we're supposed to be reigning the whole earth. We don't know we're supposed to be the CEOs and the governments and the presidents, right? So the Lord got to raise us up. The Lord got to put this spirit in us to, you know, bethink ourselves, right? Go ahead.
And close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as the days of old.
As in the days of old, right? Go ahead.
Verse 12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom.
Why is it always going back to this man? The Lord is clearly telling us who his main target is right now. This man got to be taken out. These damn white devils got to be taken out of the way. So the Lord's saying, hey, we got to possess these people. Go ahead.
They may possess the remnant of Edom and all of the heathen.
And all the heathens. No more damn chicken fried rice, right? Go ahead.
Which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth this.
Right. The Lord said we're going to be the ones that do this. We his battle axe. Right? You got that in Daniel? Give me that in Daniel.
What you want in Daniel?
2 and 44.
All right.
I'm going to get into Edges in a minute, y'all. It's just a couple of, you know, milk precepts real quick. Daniel chapter 2 and verse 44.
Daniel chapter 2 and verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed.
Read that again.
And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed.
The Lord said, in the days of these kings, right? The people that's reigning over us, he's setting up, just like he said, he raising up the tabernacle of David that's fallen. He's raising up a kingdom. The kingdom is in us, right? Because we got the will to want to be the children of the Most High. We got the will to want to set up the standard for the Most High. We got the will to want to tear down the strongholds of these damn devils.
That's
right. So the kingdom is in us, right? So that's why he's raising us up. You know, that's why you see us on the highways. You see us putting in work, you know, searching out who we are, you know, and putting in work and uploading videos, right? That's what the work, and that's how he's raising us up. Go ahead. Read that from the top, bro.
And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Man, the Lord said we're going to break in pieces. No more Russia. No more Germany. no more France, no more Ireland, no more America, no more Canada. The Lord said, you only gonna know about Jerusalem. You know, only gonna know about Israel, right? We're gonna break in pieces. We're gonna burn these people up. We're gonna put them in chains, and they're gonna be our slaves.
That's right.
Thus
That's
said
right.
the Lord, right? Give me 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, and verse 10. Right? Thus said the Lord, thus said the Holy Bible, right?
That's right.
The book 2nd Esdras 2 and 10.
Yep, through
The
13.
book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 2 and verse 10. Thus said the Lord unto Esdras, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem.
Man, look at that. The Lord said, tell my people, I'm gonna give y'all rulership. I'm gonna let y'all reign with Christ, right? That's what the kingdom of heaven is all about. New Jerusalem, right? Keep going.
Which I would have given unto Israel. Their glory also will I take unto me, and give these the everlasting tabernacles which I have prepared for them.
Right. The Lord told you the kingdom is already prepared. Wait. He said, I declared the end from the beginning, right?
Sure.
I knew what was going to happen. Y'all just got to be patient. Y'all just got to let this thing play out, right? Keep going.
They shall have the tree of life for an ointment of sweet savor. They shall neither labor nor be weary.
Man, think of never working again. No stressing, not crying no more, not worrying about things no more. He said, we ain't going to labor, right? Go ahead. Read through verse 13 for me, bro.
Go.
And somebody can get marked.
Look like he timed out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is verse 13. Go, and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. Right.
He said, go and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you that you may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. He said, go out there and do the work, man. Put in that work. It's already prepared for you. That's what Christ was telling the disciple. I'm going to prepare a place for you. You know what I'm saying? So we supposed to be out there putting in that work. It say, pray for a few days unto you that you may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Why?
I don't know what happened, man. The
It's
Wi-Fi
all
didn't go
good.
out.
Do what you do,
Sorry
bro.
about like that. What we 2nd Esdras?
We'll
Yeah.
start it over. 2nd Esdras chapter 2 and verse 10. Thus said the Lord unto Esdras, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem.
Right, my people, right? The Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We are God's chosen people, right? We the ones that he was made in the image of God, right? We the ones that have the understanding, the looks, the swag, the flavor like Christ, right? Keep going.
Which I would have given unto Israel. Their glory also I will take unto me, and give these the everlasting tabernacles which I have prepared for them.
Right, he prepared the kingdom already for us, right? Keep going.
They shall have the tree of life for an ointment of sweet savor.
That's the understanding, the knowledge, right? Imagine being an actual God on earth, you know, being able to have natural superpowers, right? Go ahead.
They shall neither labor nor be weary.
Right? No more work, no more stress. Keep going.
Verse 13. Go, and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened.
That's what we doing right now, man. We praying the Lord hurry up and get us out of this captivity, right? That the days be shortened,
That's right.
right? He said, go but a few days. 1 day is 1,000 days to our Messiah, to our
That's
God.
right.
So how long do we must have to pray, right? He telling no man no, but keep going on that. Did somebody hold Mark 13 and 34 for me?
The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch.
He said, watch. He said, watch the prophecies. Watch what's going to happen. He tell you uproars of the people. That's the check off of the list. Earthquakes, famines approaching, right? When you see wars and rumors of wars, we seeing these things. You seeing Israel waking up and repenting, right? He said, "No kingdom divided shall stand." We see America is most divided has it ever been. It's never been this most confusing on every level there is, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they so divided. They so divided. Whether it's court
Mm-hmm.
system, school system. You know, you just seen in Chicago the police force. It's like over 200-300 men walked off.
Mm.
You know, so we seeing that the Lord is creating a division amongst these people, right? So that's why He said, "Sit back and watch, watch
Mm-hmm.
my magic, watch the magic work." Right? Go to Mark 13:34 for me.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 34. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants.
And you know, one cut is like a lot of people don't believe Christ walked this earth, right? Well, how come you see so much religion and so much, BS about him if he never walked the earth? He ain't did nothing but take a journey. He just gone, but for a short period of time, man. Right? He's gonna come back. I love hearing that, man. He just gone. Think about you missing somebody for a while. He gonna be back. Just be patient, man. That's why he said watch. Read that from the top.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 34. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants.
And you see, he said far journey. So it ain't around the corner. So it's gonna take some time, man. I read that earlier and I just loved it, man. Because here in America, we lose patience sometimes, man. We may not figure out we know everything right then and there. So we just gotta be patient and wait on the Lord. Well, go ahead, bro.
And to every man his work, and commanding the porter to watch.
Right. He said gave every man his work. The Lord gave you the knowledge to put in work, right? To add more to your faith, right? To spread the word about this gospel, right? Keep going.
Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh.
Right. The Lord said, watch, be circumspect. Blessed is he that readeth. Right. Only way we're gonna be able to watch is by reading and understanding what's going to happen to this place. Right. That's the only way we're gonna be able to watch. Keep going.
Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping.
Right. He said, wake up out of sleep, wake up out of your sin. But just when you think it's on cruise control, the Lord can come and snatch you up out of it. The Lord can take you out instantly.
That's right. And
Go
what
ahead.
I say unto you, I say unto all, watch.
Watch. Be patient. Go to that in Psalms 85. Psalms 85 and start at 1. We're going to read 1 through 9, y'all. So this message is just for Israel, man. We're not talking about the so-called white man, no Chinese man, no other nation outside of the nation Israel, right? Because salvation is extended to you, right? This word is going out for the nation of Israel and for us to come out of America and for us to repent and keep the commandments, right? And make the supplication that's needed. And the scriptures is giving us the warning. He giving us the, the foundation he's laying out for us.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 85, verse 1. Lord, thou hast been favorable unto thy land. Thou hast brought back the captivity of Jacob.
Right. That's going to be a blessing. When the righteous are in authority, the people have peace. So that's why he said he going to have, man, he have favorable to his land, right? He tell you that in Esdras as well. He chose one lily, one land.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Verse 2, thou hast forgiven the iniquity of thy people.
Mm-hmm.
Thou hast covered all their sins, Salah. Thou hast taken away all thy wrath. Thou hast turned thyself from the fierceness of thy anger.
Right. That's what we hoping for. The Lord take these curses up off us. Right. Stop having us clock in at work. Setting up a damn alarm clock and having to pay bills month in and month out. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Turn us, O God of our salvation, and cause thine anger toward us to cease.
Right. The Lord was mad at us. Right. Burning incense and forsaking his covenant. Keep going.
Will thou be angry with us forever? Wilt thou draw out thine anger to all generations?
Right, that's what he asked. How long is this gonna last? We're gonna read through 9.
Wilt thou not revive us again, that
He
thy
said,
people may
hold on. He said, I'm sorry. He said, revive us again. We was dead. When somebody got to revive you, that means you was dead in your sin, right? So it's the Lord that quicken us, right? Keep going.
wilt thou not revive us again, that thy people may rejoice in thee? Show us thy mercy, O Lord, and grant us thy salvation.
Mm-hmm.
I will hear what God the Lord will speak, for he will speak peace unto his people and to his saints, but let them not turn again to folly.
The Lord said he gonna speak peace unto us, right? Though we see the confusion and hell finna break loose, it's peace unto our spirit that, hey, if we keep the commandments, we got to change our salvation, right? We got a chance for God of heaven and earth to forgive us and our souls to be, preserved, man. That's what we asking for. And let us not turn again to folly, to this damn world. Why would you go back to something that's going to have an end to it, right? And he's giving you a chance at everlasting life. Back in the world, that has an end to it. It's an end point, right? Keep going. We're gonna read through 9.
All right. Verse 9. Surely his salvation is nigh them that fear him, that glory may dwell in our land.
Right. He said it's near to them that fear him, keeping the commandments. Right. Where we at? Let me get 2nd Esdras 11. 11 and 38. The Lord said his salvation is now, meaning near. It's right here in this book. We just gotta read and get the understanding of it.
That's right.
How to get it.
The book of Second
Second
Esdras.
Esdras.
The book of
Second Esdras. What you want?
11 and 38.
Brothers on fire, man. They ready to
Go
read.
ahead, man.
Second Esdras chapter 11 and verse 38. Hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee. Verse 39. Art not thou it that remaineth of the 4 beasts whom I made to reign in my world, the end of their time might come through them?
Man, hold up. The Lord said, he talking about Edom for number 1. Let's get to understand. And the Lord said, the end of this world, the end of this society gonna come through them. Right? Keep going.
Verse 40.
And you can read that in 2nd Esdras, what is that? 6. He said for Jacob, Esau is the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Yeah. Come on, keep going, bro.
Verse 40. And the 4th came and overcame all the beasts that were past,
so
and
the
had
so-called
power
white,
over the.
I'm sorry. So the
Go ahead,
so-called white man, he have power over every point of this earth right now. Right? The Lord said earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right? So no matter why is there a damn McDonald's in China? Right? Why you see Subway? You see what I'm saying? Why do you see a Christian church over there in Afghanistan or something? So read that. The Lord said, this man have taken power over all the other beasts, over all the other nations, right? Keep going.
And had power over the world with great fearfulness.
See, that's they but not no more, man. It's coming into an end, man. The skirt of this man is being pulled up, but these other nations are not fearing him.
All right.
But that's how at one point in time they feared the so-called white man. You look up, you search Google and you search Christ and you see a so-called white man, you'll fear him. When you go to your bank, you see a white man. You go to your church, you know what I'm saying? You go to your whatever you may be, you see the white man over you. Right? Keep going.
Okay. When we started from top,
We're gonna read through 46.
Okay, I'm gonna start over at 40.
No, you can read 42.
Okay. For thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved.
I'm sorry. No. Start at 40. Yeah, it's me in there. I'm sorry. Yeah, 40.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. And the 4th came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression,
Man,
and so long time dwelt upon the earth.
Hold on. He said with wicked oppression, man. These people would take a natural resource from another country just to benefit America, right? You got people over there in Africa starving, no water, right? Just so they want to take and dig up aluminum, right? They cut down all the trees to have no oxygen in the air, right? They dig up all the damn dead shrimp, crab, and lobster, you know. So now we got dead sharks and stuff, you know, because the water is polluted, right? This man has a wicked oppression, right? Keep going, man.
And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit.
Man, with deceit. You know how long these damn people been thinking the white man is God? America is the great promised land. With great deceit has he deceived this whole world for so long. For so long. We've been over here 400 years plus, right? But this goes back all the way to the Maccabees time, right? For so long, the damn so-called white man has been ruling this earth in deceit. All right, keep going.
Verse 41. For the earth had thou not judged with the truth, with truth. Verse 42. For thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars and destroyed the dwelling of them that brought forth fruit, and has cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm.
Man, let's go back to the Native Americans. They had peace treaties with this man, right? Brought them all the resources and destroyed them, man. Right? Just like when you working and they fire you, you know, for no reason or something like that, man. The America has done rape, robbed, and murdered everybody that has did none. Look at how they do to the Haitians, the Jamaicans, the Puerto Ricans. They take all their resources and lock them up. You know, a wicked oppression, man. Hold that real quick and give me I got a side scripture. Psalms 37:12.
Psalms 37:12.
Yeah, Psalms 37:12. Going back to the thou has afflicted the meek. We the meek of the earth, man. We the humble in mind, right? And they afflicted us with burdens, with this soul depression, man, with this soul oppression. And if you wonder why I'm yelling, tell me in Ecclesiastes, oppression make a wise man mad. All right.
That's right.
So I'm tired of being in America. As our brothers on this call, we fed up.
That's right. Let that Babylon burn.
Is that what I want, bro? I think it's just the
book of Psalms, chapter 37 and verse 12. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth.
Right. If you think about teeth itself, that's if you're an animal, which this man is, your teeth would be your strongest part. You bite down, you know, destroy your enemy or whatnot, right? But they plot against us, right? How you think they got us all in ghettos and they on the outskirts? They had to plot against that. How you think they got us working 9 to 5s and they owning all the banks and owning all the communities around us? They had to plot against us. They had to sit down and think about these plans. They come up with different laws and different strategies just to keep us down. The Lord said they plot against us. They plotting on us, literally. Let's go back there in second Esdras.
Verse 43.
Yeah.
Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest,
right?
And the
like
pride unto the mighty.
Like he said in Revelation, now sin has reached into heaven. The Lord said this man is doing too much now. Right? You letting children change their sex gender, you doing too much. Right? You letting kids get vaccinated at the age of 5, man. You trying to kill these kids at the age of 5. You doing too much. No, the Lord said now your sin has reached unto heaven. Now you got to be taken out of the way.
That's right.
Keep going.
Verse 44. The highest also have looked upon thee proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled.
The Lord said this man has a proud spirit and it is ended. Right? You see World War I, they prideful about that. The Cold War, you know, go to the History Channel, that's all they do. Talk about the wars that they won, the different countries all the technology that they got out here. This is a prideful time, man. This man is prideful by all the things that they can accomplish, right? Keep going on that. But the Lord said it's been fulfilled, right?
That's right.
It's coming to an end.
Verse 45. And therefore appear no more thou eagle, nor thy
Hold
horrible
on.
wing.
Read that again. Going back to the so-called war, he letting us know. He said at the end time, he's not going to appear no more. Read that from the top, bro.
And therefore appear no more thou eagle, nor
Oh,
thy horrible wing, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious head, nor thy hurtful claws, nor thy vain body. Verse 46.
You can drop that, bro. Give me Isaiah.
Okay.
Give me Isaiah chapter 51 and verse 1. Right. So the Lord letting us know, man, this man got to be taken out of the way. He's created too much in abominations on the earth, right? And it's got to be taken out. It's too many false idols out here, too many false religions, right? It's hell and confusion and darkness out here. So the Lord said, and this man is the cause of it, right? He's the author of confusion. So
hey,
he has to be.
and plus he called him a damn eagle, man.
Out of all that, he going back to the curses.
All right.
Man, the Lord is letting us know. The eagle, this man, that's a prideful snake.
Hey. You said Isaiah 51 and 4?
51 and verse 1.
All right.
We're going to read through 5.
All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 1. Hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness, ye that seek the Lord. Look unto the rock whence ye are hewn, and to the hole of the pit which ye are digged.
Right. The pit is these scriptures. We fell in this thing and ain't no way out of it. Right. We got this understanding. It's like ain't no looking back. And we follow in righteousness, right? We cleaving unto the Lord, to get our sins forgive and our flesh, cleansed. Not damn this flesh, our spirit cleansed. I'm sorry. Keep going, bro.
Verse 2. Look unto Abraham your father, and unto Sarah that bare you. For I called him alone and
he did
blessed
what?
him.
Hold on. He did what?
I called him alone and blessed him and increased him.
Right. So the Lord said, I call him alone. He told Abraham, get thee up out of your father's house and from your kinsmen. So this is going to be a lonely walk sometime. It's going to get hard sometime, right? And the Lord said, I call the righteous. I call the meek, the ones that want to be obedient and listen, right? That's why he said, consider Abraham. And what happened to Abraham? He blessed him, made him fruitful and multiplied, a great nation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we, as men of the Lord, want to be. We want our seed to inherit the earth, right? Keep going.
Verse 3. For the Lord shall comfort Zion. He will comfort all her waste places, and he will make her wilderness like Eden,
right,
and her desert like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving and the voice of melody.
Right. And if you know anything about the Garden of Eden, Adam didn't need for nothing. He had everything he wanted right there in that one particular place. All right. Keep going.
That's why the Lord said he ain't gonna be laboring.
Right. You walk out your door, you got all the fruits and vegetables you need, man. You got all the resources you need, man. Why you got to go to another nation for it, right? Everything gonna be in your backyard, like basically the Lord is saying, right? You ain't gonna want for nothing.
Isaiah chapter 51, verse 4. Hearken unto me, my people, and give ear unto me, O my nation.
Oh, my nation. Look how separate and divided the Lord is making it, man. He's been so, directly. He's saying a nation, right? He is for us and us only. My people, my nation. Go ahead.
For a law shall proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest for a light of my people. My righteousness is near, my salvation is gone forth, and mine arm shall judge the people. The isles shall wait upon me, and on my arm shall they trust.
Give me 2nd Esdras 3:22. The Lord said, my righteousness again is near, right? And he shined his light on us in a dark place, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not a light thing that we wear fringes and we keep the Sabbath, we tell people, hey, put down the abomination of food. You know, when you see a brother or sister, you know, you put them to the side. Hey, man, you know, such and such. You know, you find small talks with people. You know, that's how you let that light, and that's how the Lord is, you know, doing the works. That's how you doing the works, basically. No, I'm sorry. Jump down to 9 for me. Not same book.
All right.
Jump down to 9.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 9. Awake, awake, put on strength, O arm of the Lord. Awake, as in the ancient days, in the generations of old. Art thou not it that hath cut Rahab and wounded the dragon?
Basically, he just said that the Lord used us to take down other nations before.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Rahab and the dragon. That's the damn devil, right? The Lord using us. That's why he called us the arm of the Lord. Just like, right? He's man, we is his battle axe, his right hand.
That's right.
Right? And again, he go back into awake, come out of this fairy tale dream that we was living, right? You know, thinking that, hey, we can do what we want to do and, you know, get into the kingdom, right? That, you know, salvation is for any and everybody. You can, you know, live it up.
Right.
All right. Give me second Edges 3 and 22. We're going to read through verse 27. And again, Lord's willing is edifying, right? And
Yes,
the Lord just
sir.
said, hey, blessed is he that read it. You know, we just reading the scriptures and, you know, giving you the sense to it.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 3 and verse 22. Thus infirmity was made permanent, and the law also in the heart of the people, with the malignity of the root.
So the Lord said, we all have an infirmity. We all have a thorn, a hiccup, a stumble in this world, right? But the law wasn't put in our heart, right? So he said an infirmity was made permanent within us, right? So the Lord said, no one can say they without sin or haven't sinned before. Go ahead.
So that the good departed away, and the evil abode still. Verse 23. So the times passed away, and the years were brought to an end. Then didst thou raise thee up a servant called David, whom thou commandest to build a city unto thy name, and to offer incense and oblations unto thee therein. Verse 25. When this was done many years, then they that inhabited the city forsook thee.
Right. So that's going into us, y'all. So the Lord said, hey, he gave us the laws. We went off. David, our king, built up a city. Right. We was dwelling safe. We was dwelling in the land of Israel, but we forsook the Lord. Keep going.
And in all things did even as Adam and all his generation had done.
Mm-hmm. And what happened? And what happened to that generation? They died. They flooded out. The Lord killed them and saved 8 people. And so, how much more is this place going to happen? Right? He's given everything has a double meaning. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
For they also had a wicked heart, and so thou gavest the city over into the hands of thine enemies.
Right, that's what I want on that. So hey, that's how we get to America. We sinned, we forsook the Lord, and the Lord gave our land over to our enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Give me 6 and 57, same book. 2nd Ezra 6 and 57. So that's how we get to America, right? We forsook the Lord, and He gave the land over to our enemies.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 57.
Mm-hmm.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us.
Right. He said, now we in our enemy's land, and they lords over us. I gotta go into, hey, when you go to the doctor, they the ones filling your prescription out, man. You know, they the ones, you know, giving you your check, cashing your check. That's how they begin to be lords over us, right? They got to tell you how much your check is every 2 weeks or how much your bills is every month. They reigning over us, but they heathens, they devils, the Lord said. Keep going.
Have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands.
Man, the Lord said, we his fervent lover. right? But he gave us over into their hands, right? Keep going.
If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure?
Give me 2 Peter 3 and 13. So, hey, that's what we asking. How long shall this endure? We supposed to possess this whole earth, this whole land, right? But we here in America suffering through oppression, right? Worried about jobs and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
The book of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 13. Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for the new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Right. So that's all we hoping for right now. Because we know he promised us a new time to rule upon this earth. He promised us to be reigning with Christ, right? So that's what we looking for. We hoping for that. Go ahead.
Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless.
Right, without sin, blameless. Can't nobody point out your sin. You know, everything is being recorded. Go to Proverbs 29 and 2. Be blameless, sinless, as we would like to say, right? Proverbs 29 and verse 2.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Right, and these people are mourning, man. I don't care what they may think of, how they may portray themselves. Everybody going through something, and this whole land is mourning, right? Even the rich people of this earth, right? They are all mourning, confused about what's going to happen tomorrow, right? Give me 2 Edges 4 and 26. I got a couple of more, y'all. 2 Edges chapter 4 and verse 26.
The book of 2 Esdras, chapter 4 and verse 26. And it reads, Then answered he me and said, The more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away.
So his Lord said, the more you search out and more you understand, you'll realize we're literally in the last days, right? It may not look like it, but when you dive and you get into these scriptures, you're like, yeah, the Lord is visiting the earth. All right, you search how many earthquakes there was since this year, right? You tell me how many uproars of the people, how many national security he had to go out and, in the land. All right, keep going on that for me.
And cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities.
All right.
Verse 28.
All right, keep going.
But as concerning the things whereof thou asked me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
So in the book of Esdras, like I said the first time reading it, Esdras constantly asking the Lord, hey, when is the end time, right? What's going to happen to his people, right? What's going to happen at the end of the earth, the end of the time? So he said the evil is already sown, right? The white man has showed his hand and showed you what he's all about. The LGBTQ is all about, America is all about the LGBTQ, eating the foul foods. Women want to be men, men want to be women, right? Children want to be adults, adults want to be kids, It's confusion. The Lord said the wickedness is already sown here on the earth, right? Keep going, bro.
Verse 29. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if that place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good.
Give me Job 10 and verse 22. So the Lord said this place have to be turned upside down. It have to be hell breaking loose, right? In order for the kingdom of heaven to be established. He have to wreck out this damn place. Destroy the damn enemy, right?
This is the book of Job, chapter 10, verse 22. A land of darkness, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness.
The Lord said this place have no order. No order. Don't follow not one commandment. Right? The Lord said this is the land of darkness. Right? No, yes, we see, highway lights and, we have electricity, but these people have no understanding about what is really going on, about who controlling the earth, who make the sun rise, who make the moon rise, man. These people have no understanding about that, right? So the Lord said this land is full of darkness. Go to Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 6. 1 through 6, I'm sorry.
Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 6.
1 through 6, I'm sorry.
The book of Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 1. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof.
Right, all hell and confusion. The Lord is doing this. He said, should there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, and as with the servant, so with his master.
I loved it when I read this earlier, right? Because the Lord said it don't matter if you're gonna be Oprah is gonna be just like the woman laying up under the bridge when all hell go breaking loose. It ain't gonna be no more rappers and stars and stuff like you ain't gonna be no good. All the money you accumulated on this earth ain't gonna be no good. All right, keep going.
And let me start that over. Verse 2. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master.
Hey, that's just like that's just like your TDJ asking for tithing with a hand out. He said the priest gonna be asking for money. All right. they gonna be stressed out and bugged out. Keep going, man.
As with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him.
So the Lord said, in them times, no man gonna be greater than the other. All right, unless you in the scriptures, unless you have an understanding about who you are, you're gonna be bugged out. Every man gonna be bugged out when that water is going out, when you got no electricity. You're gonna see damn 50 Cent crying out then. LeBron James gonna be bugged out then. Everybody gonna be the same then, on the same page. Go ahead.
Verse 3, literally.
Literally, I'm telling you, literally.
Verse 3, the land shall be utterly empty.
And you know what? That's going into this famine, man. We tell you time and time again, the groceries is coming to an end. The gas prices are already getting shot up. That's going to come to an end, right? Water supply going to come to an end. The Lord telling you this earth going to be suddenly empty. Suddenly empty, right? You can go on the news and see how like the shipment is not getting across the water, right? It's not hitting the docks. They tell you this is going to be damn 2025 when this get straightened out. We not hoping for that. We damn sure ain't hoping for 2025.
All right.
So the Lord said this place gonna be empty. Go ahead.
Verse 3, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for the Lord hath spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, and the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
Right. Hey man, these people prideful. The Lord said, I'm gonna dumb you down in that day. Right. Right. He said this earth fading away. Everybody don't want to come to America no more. They see that all hell breaking loose here, right? The ways of America, right? The American dream. Keep going.
Verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
The Lord said, this man got this earth defiled, right? Damn pork and toothpaste. You can't even wrap your head around something like that, man. You brush your teeth for pork for 12 years and you think you can put it down. Man, it's just hell here. There ain't no other way around it, man. This Lord said the earth is defiled. They fly chemtrails in the air that, fuck up your breathing and stuff, man. Put radiation in your phones and stuff that, cause cancer. Man, it's hell here. But the Lord got a judgment for this place.
Hey,
Keep
let me
going.
get the precept right quick in
Go ahead, bro.
Job 14:4. It says, bear with me. Damn. Job 14:4 says, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one.
Mm.
So we dealing with the damn a devil, an unclean thing. Can't nothing clean come up out of it.
Come,
He ain't gonna never come with no cure.
come,
He ain't gonna never come with no righteous foods, a righteous way of living. Can't nothing clean come out of something unclean.
come,
Go
come.
ahead, brother. You got it.
You're right. You're right. No
Let
matter
me
what
get one
religion
too, bro.
or how he want to dress it up. I don't give a damn how much vinegar you pour on pork. It's still the foul. You know.
Let me get
Ain't
this
no.
precept, brother.
Go ahead, bro.
Right, this going basically the same thing what we talking about right now. Right, is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 18, and it says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets." So the Lord gonna come and give a reward to his servants, right? Those who are keeping the commandments and having the faith in Christ,
Come,
and to the saints. And we know who the saints are, is the children of Israel,
come.
and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyed the earth. So just
Mm-hmm.
like this brother going into, hey, these are the people that's destroying the earth. You got whales washing up on water, birds diving out the sky, right? People just jumping off of buildings, people killing each other for no reason,
No damn
right?
reason, man.
Hey, somebody might say a certain food that they was eating all their life, hey, made them go kill up a whole grocery store of people.
Mm.
That's the type of stuff, that's the type of things that we in right now,
For
right?
real.
They literally destroying the earth, with your global, what they call it, global warming, so-called,
Right.
right? The green gases, right? They understood before they even made gasoline cars that was gonna mess up and pollute the nation, pollute the world.
Come.
They knew that making plastic is not biodegradable. They knew that before they made it. These people are the ones that's destroying the earth,
Come.
right? But you got it, bro.
Come. You right, man. So that's why this damn devil got to be taken out of the way, man. They
That's right.
destroying the nations. You know, that's why they want to pollute their sea with every damn nation, so they, can be here forever. They, destroying the nation, bro. What we at on that though?
We're back in Isaiah 24 and verse
Stop
5,
at. We're gonna stop at 6.
right? Book of Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
The everlasting covenant, man. We done that. We broke the covenant, and that's why we here in America, right? But the so-called white man, hey, he pushed it over the hill. So that's why the Lord said, I got a sore judgment for this place, right? But I'm gonna end it off with a prayer, man. As always, I'm gonna go to Psalms chapter 146, and we're gonna read 1 through 10. And I'm
You
gonna
still
end it
going
out
to
with,
verse 6?
yeah, go ahead.
All right. Verse 6. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth,
The curse.
and they that dwell therein are desolate.
That's why
Therefore,
the curse going into death. Right? It's so many homicides and suicides going on, man. And he said the love of many shall wax old or worse. You got mothers killing their children. Go ahead, man.
therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned,
Right,
and
and that's
few
what.
men
That's what's
left.
gonna happen. And a few men left. That's what's gonna happen. A few men is gonna be left here in America, right? 144,000 and 1/3 to be exact. The Lord said a few men is gonna be left. Right. I'm gonna end it off with a prayer though. And that's Psalm 147. We're gonna read 1 through 10. And Lord's willing, that was edifying, right? Read and react, right? Read the scriptures, break it down, and discern it, right? It's high time that we wake up out of sleep and we come back to who our God is, right? The Lord is
That's
stretching
right.
out his hand, giving us this chance to get salvation, right? Telling us to cleanse our ways, right? And bethink ourselves and realize that God in Christ, hey, He's our path. This is our way out, our way of living, right? And we definitely living in the end times according to the scriptures, right?
Right.
All right, let me end it off with that, y'all.
Psalms 147.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 1. Praise ye the Lord, for it is good to sing praises unto our God.
146. I'm sorry, brother.
All right.
146.
The book of Psalms, chapter 146, verse 1. Praise ye the Lord. Praise the Lord of my soul. Excuse me. While I live, will I praise the Lord. I will sing praises unto my God while I live, while I have any being.
Right. So the Lord said, while we here on this earth, man, we got to give him all the praise and honor and glory. Right. He woke us up. He gave us this understanding. And so we sing in praises to him. Right. We say thank you, Father, right, for this understanding, right? Preserving us, Lord's willing. We be a part of that number, right? Keep going. And he said, while you live, because you're gonna be judged after you die. All right. And that's so many people don't even understand. They think, that man that got shot in the head, that's his judgment from the Lord. No. The baby that died at birth, that's his or her judgment. No, the Lord said you get judged after death. Right. So while you live, you're supposed to, give praises, give thanks. Keep going.
Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help.
Talking about this society, the ways of these people. Don't trust your boss, your pastor, your ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend or something like that, or whoever it may be. Don't trust them. Keep going.
His breath goeth forth, he returneth to his earth. In that very day, his thoughts perish.
So the Lord basically saying he just like you. Trust in God. Because he died and his flesh go back to the dirt and his breath is nothing no more. And a wise man had told me, if you want to make the Lord laugh, plan something. You know what I mean? So hey, nah.
Psalms 146, verse 5. Happy is he that hath the God of Jacob for his help.
The God of who?
The God of Jacob for his help.
Man, the Lord said, happy are you that got this understanding, right? The God of Jacob, the God of the Israelites, the God of this Bible, right? He said, happy are you that got this help, man. Go ahead.
Whose hope is in the Lord his God, which made heaven and earth, the sea and all that therein is, which keepeth truth forever.
Right, and we always understand, hey, how the sun know when to fall? How the sun know when to rise? How the Pacific Ocean know just when to stop? The Lord gave them a commandment, right? Just like us, man. Keep going.
Verse 7, which executeth judgment for the oppressed, which giveth food to the hungry. The Lord looseth the prisoners.
We was prison here, man. The Lord tell you in Isaiah 61, we was prison. We was captives here by our sin, right? And he gave us food. We got this understanding. Our spirit not hungry no more. We not searching not for answers, right? We feel right here in these scriptures. Go ahead.
The Lord openeth the eyes of the blind.
Now we can see.
That's right.
We can see things clear. We can see what this world is all about. You can see. Sometimes you ain't even gotta say nothing. You can sit back and watch and be circumspect, and you got all the answers you need. Right? He opening our eyes. Go ahead.
The Lord raiseth them that are bowed down. The Lord loveth the righteous.
He loved the righteous. He loved us. Go ahead.
The Lord preserveth the strangers. He relieveth the fatherless and widow. But the way of the wicked he turneth upside down.
He turned it upside down, man. That's why I said try to plan something. It ain't gonna never go your way, right? Seriously, right?
All right.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. The Lord shall reign forever, even thy God, O Zion, unto all generations.
Not just some.
To all generations.
Just the time of Moses.
Unto all generations. Praise ye the Lord.
Right. Praise ye the Lord, man. So if you have this fight, you have this understanding, the Lord said he gonna give you that mercy, that understanding, right? And to all generations, right? Not just during the time of Moses and Abraham, right? During the time of Daniel and Ezekiel, right? It's right here. We the prophets back on the earth, right?
That's
the
right.
Spirit, he said there's none new under the sun, right? So, and I pray the Lord that we was following him when he had that multitude feeding this 5,000, right? Breaking bread. I pray the Lord we was them, right? So with that, I hope that was edifying. I'm Brother Baruch. I was reading your name.
I'm brother Benai.
With that, we say shalom.
Shalom.